Fun fact, the best-selling cookie on Earth wasn't the original, it wasn't the first, and it wasn't even the favorite. In fact, it started as the backup plan. This is the real story of Oreos and the company behind them, Nabisco. At the turn of the 1900s, America was obsessed with packaged food. Urbanization was exploding, people wanted snacks that lasted, and grocery shelves were becoming battlegrounds. One company understood this better than anyone, the National Biscuit Company, better known as Nabisco. They mastered mass production, branding, distribution, shelf stability, and decades before it became normal. But even Nabisco had a problem. A rival cookie was in the waning. That cookie was called Hydrox. Yes, Hydrox. It came first. Chocolate wafers, cream filling, already popular, and it owned the category. So in 1912, Nabisco made a calculated move. They didn't try to be different, they tried to be better. They introduced a new cookie. 2 chocolate wafers, sweet cream filling, but smoother, cleaner, more consistent. They called it the Oreo biscuit. Not revolutionary, just engineered. But Oreos didn't win on design alone, they won on supply. Nabisco secured chocolate from Milton Hershey, the largest chocolate producer on the continent. And here's the key detail. Hershey refused to supply to Hydrox, which meant Oreos had access to richer chocolate, better consistency, a stable pipeline their competitors simply just didn't have. Same cookie concept, very different ingredients. That's not luck, that's leverage, and honestly, that's a low blow. Hydrox struggled to keep up. Their branding lagged, their name didn't help, and without premium chocolate, their product tasted thinner. But they had one last angle. In 1997, Hydrox made their final stand. They argued that Hydrox was the only kosher chocolate sandwich cookie widely available. It wasn't their last meaningful advantage, so Nabisco responded. They shut down Oreo productions, not briefly, but for 3 full years. Factories were cleaned, equipment was retooled, ingredients were reformulated. Rabbinical supervision was brought in to certify the entire process. The exact cost would never be publicly disclosed, but industry estimates put it at several $1 million. But when it was finished, every Oreo was now kosher. Everywhere. Hydrox's last selling point was gone. No edge, no distinction, the battle was simply over. But today, Oreos are sold in over 100 countries and generate billions in revenue every year. Not because they were first, but because Nabisco understood something brutal about business. Being early doesn't matter. Being better supplied, better positioned, and willing to outinvest your competition does. And that's been a fun fact with Josh. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.